eyes hurt. Ugh. Hello, everybody. Sorry for no stream in a week. Work has been tiring and I've just been exhausted. Been working a lot of overtime too. Still playing through the Souls so I can be ready for Demon Souls remake whenever I freaking get a PS5. How's my controller charging working? Ugh. I don't know what I last did. Oh, frames there. Looks like I killed everybody. Yep, alright. Trying to see if my sound is on point. I'm gonna do a quick deactivate and reactivate just to make sure it's on as point as possible. Leader of the Gorgonites. But you're not leader of the Gorgonites. Are you? Are you though? Are you the leader of the Dogonites? Gorgonites? Bring it. Sir? Sir? No. That's not how you ask a question. This is Sir, are you leader of the Gorgonites? They all serve me for clip hazard, something like that. Shit. Sorry. Oh, okay, I see it there, but alright, fine, we'll take it. Dun 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 dun. Sir? No? Okay, hi. You're rude. You're rude! Quite rude. Nuggets. He really threw a wrench into my plans. I could have been solved with 3 easy hits, and here I am. Stop getting hit. I'm already down to 1 Estus because I don't know why this guy's hitting me. Doing well. Oh, thank you. Sure. That's what you get. Also a free ember. 6 Roombas. 6 Roombas. Can I forever fix my curse of being terrible at backstabs on enemies that are stationary? Because I either am too close and they get startled, or I'm just not far or close enough. I always swing too early because of the fact that I always get too close. Some of the items the dragon is. forever. Ah! Oh yeah, I gotta run to the rear of the dragon and get that. Ooh, thank you. I may have had troubles with the other mimic spots. Swords. Deep battle axe. Dark. Oh, I actually got that off on you? I normally never kick his shield, so it's interesting that I actually managed. For you, buddy. Breathe fire, please. Boom.
Ashen 1.
Or I could just get good at running off the tree. If that's not patched. Probably was. Who knows?
Hey! Maybe if you would get sooner, buddy. Okay. What? He's alive? I am alive. As alive as an as the fucking Ashen 1 can be. My eye is twitching all sorts of stupid. I would like it if it stopped. How you doing? Oh my. Shielding. Come to me. You're dead. Been a while. Prithee, be careful. Yes. Yes, Andre, I will prithee, be careful. Here. Have my blue Estus. Please turn it into healing Estus instead of magic. Thank you. Also, smack my weapon a little bit, make it stronger. Annoying back pain, I feel you. It's more my, like, the back of my ribs, if that makes sense. Not so much my back, but it's like the sides of my hip. Either way, that's all connected to the same areas. It all leads into my spine. Doing well, just doing a lot of overtime because it's holiday seasons. And they still haven't found anyone to work the truck for second shift, so I've been having to stay till almost 5 o'clock. Which is why I haven't been streaming, because I've been very tired. But I finally have, and I also had to work 3 Saturdays back to back. While yes, good money, very exhausting. Yeah, same. Every time I like bend over to do to put boxes on a, I deal with the belt, so every time I have to put boxes on a cart to move over to for the guy to load it on the truck, every time I move this wrong way or bend over, my freaking just shooting pain in my lower back. But yeah, they still haven't. I don't know if they interviewed a guy today. I'm not sure if he's working for us in terms of the truck loader for second shift. While I would still do quite a bit of overtime, it's just I haven't gone home right at 3:30 in about 2 weeks now. Which my paycheck today was very good. Yeah. I normally make close to. I make a little over 1,000. Today I made about close to 1,300. Ah! Thanks to the overtime I've been doing. Which does not seem like much extra, but it helps a lot. That's 16 an hour though. Really is nice. Oh, your magic buff ended, did it? I already have one game. I just need the stupid console now. Every time I go and join in the PlayStation queue, I'm always like a few minutes too late, and I sit in there for like a good hour, and it's gone. I could have had it today. Sadly, it was the console digital version only, which I do want the console version or the physical version. But I would have taken it anyway. It would have saved me some money. I would just have to have bought Demon's Souls digitally, which. Yeah, it seems like a waste. Would have brought my price up from, whatever, the 400 to almost 500 anyway. But it would have been nice to just have it, but I didn't get it. And yesterday I could have had it, but I fell asleep. There's a few people scamming. Oh, God. 50 bucks? Damn, that's a hell of a scam. I mean, fucking assholes. Like, I could easily sit there and buy it online for the same price I would get for close to a bundle, but then I would just get the console, and that's if I even get the console. Because I already tried buying a console off someone online, got scammed, but I managed to get my money back, bought it off someone else, never got it. Ended up having, they actually got my money. Like, It was at this point where it's like, all right, well, I sent money out of my own volition, and unfortunately, I never got it. Contacted the Postal Service. Unfortunately, they did not have any records of the tracking number. Well, here's the thing about the first try. I somehow ended up paying twice, so I almost lost $1,000, and I ended up getting that back. The second try, unfortunately, the guy sent me a picture of the receipt with my address on it. And the Postal Service said they never have any tracking records. So I don't know what happened there. I think it got stolen, or the guy just decided to somehow go to the post office with something else. But either way, I never got a package. I have picture for proof of that they bought a stamp and everything in a label on my phone, but I never got it. The Postal Service said there was no tracking record within their system. This was within the week of them sending it, because I waited a bit and it never updated. And then they instead of contacting me back after I actually talked to someone physically over an email, not no bot or anything, never contacted me back. So they canceled it, the ticket, and unfortunately, at this point, the money is no longer in their hands. Even if I wanted it back, I wouldn't be able to because I paid actually out of my own volition. Versus me like, oh well, this guy clearly scammed me, because the last guy I bought off of blocked me the moment the transaction was paid. That's my fault for trusting people. The second guy was actually nice. They contacted me all the way through, even went and sent it, and never blocked me. I have their number and everything. They still didn't block me. They just don't talk to me anymore. I tried asking them if they can try to contact the post office on their end, and they just never contacted me. But they have the money, so it's whatever. Ever since now, I'm saying fuck it. It's bullshit, yeah. Ever since then, I'm like, alright, fuck it. My patience has kind of died. I can sit there and I understand I'm a bit jump the gun and I kind of want what I want. I've always have been that way, and there's a reason why I was a crybaby little pansy when I was younger. I was a handful. That's why I'm a spoiled little brat. But I said, fuck it. I'm just going to deal with retail. The closest I've gotten to actually getting a PS5 is Walmart. I had it in I had it in the cart. I was on the third page, which is your credit information. Unfortunately, I didn't have that saved because I never buy off Walmart. And up until that point, I kept getting the reindeer dressed, or a dog dressed as a reindeer error logo screen. And it took me at least a good few minutes for it to even load into my cart. And when I finally got it, I got to the the payment option, and it sold out right then and there. That was the closest I've ever gotten. I normally don't have issues. This is the only time I really have ever been scammed. I mean, I've had people steal my bank information, or, you know, try to buy a $1,000 phone, and I've gotten word of it, so I was able to stop any illegal transaction, and had to change my credit card on multiple occasions. Maybe I should buy a VPN or some shit. This is like the first time I've truly been scammed to the point where it's like, oh, hey, I want to buy something. Well, fuck you. I'm a scammer, and I'm going to fucking buy 500 consoles and sell them at $1 million. That's what I get for buying them from third-party websites out of just pure, like, impatience. Like I said, I want what I want. And I learned my lesson. Unfortunately, I am one of those people who get very, very impatient. So I just been playing other Souls games just to keep my mind ready and patiently waiting for Demon's Souls remake to actually be on my screen. Until then, you're gonna have to settle for Dark Souls 3. Now that Dark Souls 1 is platinumed, this is you're gonna have to settle for other games at the moment. Nintendo Switch is amazing if you are intrigued, curious, and patiently waiting for an axe to the head. The Switch, it is very good. I recommend. Mario is very good if you have any history and ties to some of the classic Mario games like 64 and Sunshine and all those. Those are very good. Odyssey I have yet to really play much of, but also very good. Breath of the Wild is very good. I still have to really continue that stream, even though I've never really streamed much of it. I did a lot more solo of it, but I gotta get back to that. They're going to upgrade... Wait, you mean upgrade it how? Like a Switch Pro? Because weren't they supposed to be releasing a pure console version and a pure handheld version? What happened to that? I know they have the handheld version. I don't know if they're just gonna up and wait for the Pro version. I didn't know about they were doing a Pro version. That's cool. 4K. Well, that's cool. Too bad I don't really care about that, nor do I have money for a 4K monitor. I actually, at work, someone tried to send a monitor or a TV to some other person, or I guess a return. I think it was a return. We don't deal in TVs. Someone sent a 8K TV, and accidentally somehow we got it by mistake. So I loaded an 8K monitor on my truck the other day. That thing was like 40 pounds. It was huge. It was an 8K TV. I was like, what the fuck? Well, someone's fucking up. Because I get that, like, UPS and the Postal Service and all these other places are behind, and we are, like, heavily busy ourselves. But that's a hell of a fuck up. I plan on getting one in the future, but I still don't feel like that resolution is the standard at this point. Like, it might be the new standard for a little bit. A lot of people are, like, getting into it now. But it definitely is not like how 1080p is now. Like, back then, I remember when it was still, like, 480p and still 720p and 1080p were not the standard. At this point, you're not playing, you cannot play anything below 720 or 1080p at this point. All consoles nowadays are HDMI. At this point, eventually, it's going to be all 4K, 8K standard. The point where 1080p is no longer a thing. Once that happens, I'll probably have interest in buying one. As of right now, I have no interest because of the fact that it's costly and I don't have the space. That and it's huge. Even if I just buy a monitor, it is huge. I don't have the space. Like that TV that I saw at work, that thing is probably bigger than any of the space that I have right now. And I have a simple 1080p, I have a simple HDMI 1080p outputting laptop TV, actual just regular TV monitor. And then the monitor I'm using to read and play games off of right now is a simple, you know, HDMI monitor. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy with any high refresh rates or anything like that. Oh, I'm sure it will. But I remember when 10K, 480p and, not 480p, 720 and 1080p came out, and everyone was like, oh, it feels immersive, it feels like you're there, and now it's just the standard. So eventually, in the near, maybe 10 more years, if I even care, it's definitely going to become the standard. Again, though, the space. I could easily get a cheaper one if I wanted to. I just don't have the space is the problem. Maybe when I get my own place and I decide to get like an actual computer and I go on like crazy gaming computer-ish and have like a nice big wall I can mount it to. Yeah, plasma TVs. Well, my parents own a smart TV. That's the furthest I think we've ever advanced in terms of TV technology. Mine's just a simple Sanyo monitor TV screen. Nothing crazy. And then my monitor, it's an Acer monitor. It's definitely, I don't know the specifics besides that it's an Acer monitor. It's a flat screen, I'll tell you that. Very nice, though. Whether it's actually great for my gaming or not, I don't really notice issues. I don't really have issues noticing a lot of issues with, like, frame rates or if there's no crazy heavy delays on my end. I'm not crazy with refresh rates, and so it doesn't really bother me. And it's perfect. It fits right next to my Acer Predator. My laptop is an Acer as well. And it fits perfectly right next to my laptop. That's the reason why I got a new desk, because my old desk was just a drafting table and I had no room for half of my cables, all of my external hard drive, all my USB hubs that I need, and you know, my Wii is sitting right behind my TV monitor and all that. I would not have had room for half of that. I still don't know what I'm really going to do with my PS5. I know I'm going to have it sitting on the floor. Only because I have no room on my bookshelf, which is where my PS4, Switch, PS3, Wii U, and my Xbox One are. Along with whatever manga that isn't in my basement. Half my collection of anime and manga aren't even up here. And the rest are all games. If you saw my bookshelf, it's messy. Acer is very nice. Yeah, I like it. Well, the laptop, too, was recommended by Zero. He's like, hey, I got this laptop. It's a very good one. And he knows more than I do. So I got a similar laptop he did. How do you like the backstab animation from the front? Friend? Combining friend and front. Oh, stop your thing there. Woo! Oh, thank you. Thank you. Almost there, 20k, and I can get me that stupid key, and then I can get me my ring for more soul and some shit. So I've just been grinding. I haven't even fought the first boss yet. I've just been farming for souls, level ups, upgrading my shitty ass axe. Even though I do have the claymore now, I could easily murder with it. I just gotta level it up. I normally don't grind this long. I normally go fuck Vord up after a bit of grinding and leveling. I streamed this like last week or whatever after completing Dark Souls 1 and hell, I'm sure you were there. And that was it. Debated if I wanted to do Dark Souls 2 again, but having played it and realized I'd played it this year already, I just feel like it's a little too soon. I'm sure I played this too earlier on in the year. I'm not sure if, considering Dark Souls 3 was the one I did first and then I went backwards. I just feel like going to Dark Souls 2 again would be kind of like, meh. I don't even know if I'll be playing Demon Souls. I'll probably play Bloodborne and Sekiro again. Hell, man. Fuck. I do want to play Sekiro again. But yeah, I want to kind of save Demon Souls until I fucking get a PS5. I don't think they'll be dropping tomorrow, so I gotta wait till Monday for them to do more PlayStation Q. I have a feeling I'm getting very close to getting it. It's just I gotta wait for my fucking... my luck to not be shit. I swear, my luck is bad. Like, very bad. I either have no luck at all, or I get very close and then just lose it. Just lose it. Like, my luck. Woo! Fuck off, dog. Woo! Blah. How has your streams been? Continue any more Zelda, or have you beaten your Zelda run? Are you planning to do Majora's Mask in the same vein as your Ocarina run? Or are you not a big fan of Majora? Majora is actually one of my favorite older Zelda games. Whenever I play those, I will love every second of it. That, and I really want to play Wind Waker again. Wind Waker's so good. Then again, I haven't really played Wind Waker since I was a young man. A young man back on GameCube. So I don't really know how well it aged, but I know I love every second. I do have the Wii U version of it, though. So. You've beaten your Ocarina Master Quest randomizer. Missed 2 tokens, 3/4 pieces, and a full health. Not bad. Wait, you know all that shit by heart? Good lord. To be fair, I still, like, I know some of that, but I don't really know all of the locations by heart. I just get lucky on finding a lot of that. And as for the Goron Sword side quest, I definitely don't know that entire thing. But then again, I've never played Zelda, like, that much. I've played, like, I've done, like, maybe a good handful of playthroughs, but I've never memorized that side quest chain. And then Majora's Mask, I still, like, I can play that game forever and not know where all the secret, like, art pieces are, all the side quests for all the masks. That's a lot for me. That is a lot for me, but that's cool. I'm glad you got it. And unless you're going for 100%, it's not really needed. I, for one, no matter what, how many times I play a game, I really don't change up my play style. It's nice. I like to 100% as much as I can. That's why I always play in the mentality of 100%ing a game. Whether I do so or not is a different story. Which is why I'm the guy who likes to collect everything and every one weapon in Dark Souls. Every time I play. Ow! Speaking of that, I platinum this game too now. But that's gonna be saved for my main character. You stop shanking me with your spear, you dick. That is true. I mean, not everyone's 100%er, though. But yeah, no. Why do both? I know there's changes to Master Quest, but why do both? It's still the same. Eh. I know there's a dumb timeline. I usually play games by release order. I usually stick to games in release order. I know Zelda's got a dumb timeline for it all, and it's even got a guide, or a little guide that Nintendo made, or whatever. Zelda's timeline is almost as convoluted as Kingdom Hearts. No, that's fine. It's not nothing wrong with playing both games. It's changed up enough, I guess. Man, I have Master Quest. You do you. I was originally looking for the 3-in-1 pack for the GameCube, and I ended up getting Master Quest. Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's fine. I wasn't expecting you to play all the Zelda games, just the mainline ones, if you don't count the Game Boy games and the DS games. Granted, I really did like Oracle of Seasons. Yeah, I did like Oracle of Seasons. I also liked, Phantom Hourglass. I never played Spirit Tracks, but Phantom Hourglass was fun. And then I made it midway through Twilight Princess before my Wii got stolen. My original Wii got stolen. I beat the water dungeon and that was it. I need to play that again. I love Twilight Princess. I've only ever beaten Ocarina, Majora's Mask, and Wind Waker. I've never beaten Oracle of Seasons. I've never beaten Link Between Worlds. That's another good one. The original Link to the Past, the original Zeldas, and I have not played enough of the Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is a game I can sink thousands of hours into and never even make it through like the first major plot point or story. I can easily just search that game for hours just trying to get shit. Nice. I 100%ed Twilight Princess, not Twilight Princess, Wind Waker and Ocarina, Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time many times over before even, like, fully unbeating them. I had it all ready to go. I even fought Ganon multiple times with the best weapon, the Goron sword, and all the other stuff, and, like, I've always... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. As a kid, I've only done it once. I've played it a handful of times, but I never actually fully beaten the game more than once. But I have 100%ed it once. I was a kid, so of course I had the time. Every time I've played Majora's Mask, including the original on 64, as well as the re-release on the 3DS, I have 100%ed it. Every time, I've beaten the game a handful of times. I've never fought the final boss without the stupid Fierce Deity Mask. Dark Souls 3 is good. How are you? Just having some Zelda chat. Zelda chat.
Ashen.
Excuse me, princess. Oh, the fog wall. Load my area while I spin in circles. Descend the tower. Right, I get trapped in there, don't I? Oh, there's an item I missed. I am blind as fuck. Beer jug for? Bits? For anyone who likes to donate little bits. They fall from the screen and into a jug. It just collects. As you can see, there's some in there already, but that's not... Funnily enough, that's not actually from anyone donating bits. Whenever I test donations, it drops bits, just as a test, but that's what that's for. People have dropped bits, though, here and there, just... I don't get it a lot. It's a fun way to interact with the chat. Whenever people drop enough bits, a bunch of shit just goes all over the place.
You
it's another way to spend. It's another way to support the stream by spending a certain amount of currency or money on your streamer that you like, and it just. It's hard to explain, really. What are the conversions for bits, to be honest? I can just easily look up what bits are, just to give you a rundown. But basically, you can spend like $5 and get a certain amount of bits. And it helps support the streamer. Instead of donating like $10 directly, you can spend $5 and get a certain amount of bits and then drop them in the channel you like. And it's just another way to support the streamer. While instead bits do get, I think, split. I'm not sure if bits are split. I know yeah, it's a Twitch thing. I know when you subscribe to a channel, the subscription money is split among you and Twitch. I know donations go directly all to the streamer. I don't know if bits are split. Yeah, it's just a Twitch thing. Bits are virtual good you can buy on Twitch that give you the power to encourage and show support for streamers. Get attention and chat through animated emoticons. Get recognition through badges and leaderboards. Essentially, people buy bits just to send love to people, but they also get certain things out of it. Certain tiers. If your streamer's big enough, they'll have like a certain tier goal. And if people want to reach that tier goal for recognition, it's kind of like 100%ing in a video game. You want that satisfaction. It's dumb. How much is 1,000? Like, for instance, 1,000 bits on Twitch. $1. Each bit essentially is 1 penny. So essentially, when you buy 1 bit, you're spending a single penny, unless you watch ads. Because if you watch ads, you can get bits for free. So 100 bits is $1. So if you pay me $1 in bits, that's. Thought it would have been more. It depends. There's tons of bit tiers. There's some really big bit bombs. There's, I think, 10K bits. I think is definitely one of the highest I've seen. I'm not sure if there's more. Yeah, 10,000. 10,000 bits. Yeah. Ranging from $1 to 40 cents for 100 bits to $10 for 1,000 applying first time purchase. Twitch bits are a safe and easy way of viewers to help support their favorite streamers at a click of a button with a number of purchasing discounts available. Number of bits to purchase, 8% discount for 5,000 and 10% for 10,000. There's a payment option for every need. 100 bits is $1.04. 500 is $7. 1,000 is 10. 1,500 is $19.95. 5,000 is $64. 1,000 bit. 1,000? That's a typo. That's a typo. That's supposed to be 10,000. 10,000 bits is $126, and 2,500 is $308. I'm not a math whiz. But someone made a typo. That's supposed to say 10,000. That says 1,000. Not a big deal if you don't really have the money to spend on bits. But for anyone who does like supporting their favorite streamer and don't want to... Also, I think bits are a higher payout in terms of like spending actual money on them. I think people earn a lot more money through bit drops than anything else. Because a lot of the streamers I see, they get nothing but... Big streamers get nothing but constant bulk donations as well as bit drops. It is just like... On top of subscriptions, big streamers get all of it. So, of course, it's going to be massive. Alright, we got what I wanted. So we can probably head into the other side of that. I know there was, I think, a crystal lizard. I think there's definitely more to that area. people have donated to me before in terms of bits as well as actual currency, so I just kind of like added the jar. It's not like I get a lot, but I get bits every now and then. Every now and then you may see an anonymous bidder drop like a few cents here and there with a little ghost icon. He watches ads, and he's been patiently waiting for a game that he requested me to play, which is Mario RPG. But he supports me with that. It's very nice and generous. Why are there two of you in this location? It's nice, but I'm not looking for a lot of that. You guys don't have to do any donations. Not that I haven't received some. I have been paid by Twitch. I have gotten paid twice by Twitch, which is $100 to receive payment. You need to make a total of $100. I've gotten paid twice. So, I've had 14 subs in one run before, and that was one person gifting subs. To the point where I had to pay them $100 back just because they couldn't eat for the week. So I said, well, alright, you got me paid. I feel bad. Here's some money. I got paid myself. No. No luck on the PS5. I'm just biding my time. My hype for it has died. Like, I still want it, and I'm still gonna play the shit out of it when I get it, but the need for and necessity of it is just like, I'll get it when I get it. I'm not about to go and make the mistake of buying another one off some random schmuck anymore after not getting the last one I freaking bought. It's alright. $500 down the drain. It sucks, but it is what it is. I live and learn. I'm a mature 30-something. I need to sit there and bleh. Twitch charges your 40% for every 100 bits to 140, so if you do PayPal, then it's 2.5%. I'm not gonna begin to understand that, but there you go. I mean, I only use PayPal, really. I mean, the remake of Demon's Souls? Yes, it would be very great for me to do a remake of Demon's Souls. No, I'm not saying... all I'm saying is I don't understand why is PayPal helping people do it cheaper. You're fine. I appreciate you explaining it. I just don't understand it. Oh, it's you. Yeah, I would love to do the remake of Demon's Souls. I have it, and I can't play it. And I would like to play the original again, but I really kind of just want to wait and play the remake instead for my Souls runs. Which is why I'm playing Dark Souls 1 and 3, even though I've already beaten 1 here. And platinumed it. Now I'm just on to 3. Because I debated if I wanted to do Dark Souls 2, but then I'm like... Patches? I didn't hear him close the door on me. Yeah, I don't get it either. I always use PayPal anyway. That's kind of like what my go-to is. Even though I'm still paying out of my own pocket and bank, it's just I use PayPal as... Oh, I want a quicker way to pay for things, I use PayPal. It's just right there. Plus, everything is linked, so whenever I get paid from Twitch or for anyone, it donates to my PayPal, which is still convenient for anyone anyway. Besides, for anyone who also has Amazon Prime, gets a free sub every month, which is what Zero's been using on me, which is very nice and generous. Which I also don't understand how he still subbed to me in terms of congruent subscription. Because he definitely goes months at a time without even subbing, which I don't understand. Yeah. He's been subbed for, what, a few years now? Or at least a year or two now? Like, I just don't get how it still links. There's definitely been times where he hasn't been able to sub for a few months at a time, and yet it still continues. I definitely thought Twitch subs from Amazon Prime don't roll over. I know regular subs can. Probably some do, but he doesn't stream all that. He doesn't stream all that often, so he doesn't get a lot of average viewers. He did make it to nearly 50 when he used to stream. When he used to stream with me, instead of me overshadowing him like I thought, he got almost to affiliate status very quickly, faster than I did. So yes, there were people who watched him. He just doesn't stream on the regular. If he were to stream like I do, he probably would be bigger than me. Possibly. He does a variety of games different than I do. He did do a lot of Borderlands, and he did do a lot of other games that people would, of those genres, definitely would find more enjoyable. Plus, he also probably doesn't have the same issues I do with anxiety and I suck at video games and everything and have my tantrums. He doesn't go through that. Which also scares people away. Or attracts them. I don't know, you do you. I definitely have a handful of you guys who've been there through all of my nonsense and still stick around. Is it on the PS5? I mean, I have Borderlands 3 on console and PC, so I have no interest in really playing it on PS5, but neat. Is there an upgrade to the PS5 option for Borderlands 3? I mean, I really don't care. I have it on the PS4. I think the only games I plan on really buying for the PS5 as of right now would possibly be the Neo 1 and 2 bundle, even despite the fact that I mentioned how I hate that games that are already out on a current console get upgraded onto the next gen. I mean, I do have Scholar of the First Sin, which was originally on Xbox and PS3 and now are on PS4 and PC. I have that, and I do plan on, and I also have The Last of Us on PS4, which was in my bundle, which was another game I was like, why even? But with Neo 1 and 2, I don't have 2 yet, so I wouldn't mind buying that. Just give me something else to play. And definitely Final Fantasy 16, whenever that comes out. And I really hope they don't release the latter versions of Final Fantasy VII Remake on the PS5. Well, that'd be nice. If they decide to, I'll probably just continue buying the rest and first part on the PS5, just so it's not stupid, and then just play it off of that instead. Oh, that's cool. I know nothing how that works. I heard there is an upgrade option, but I know nothing of how that works. I mean, if I'm able to upgrade some of my games to the PS5 version, fine, I'll do it. But then that means I'll have to restart on a lot of it. So it's not like I'm throwing my PS4 out the window or anything. I'm still going to be playing a hell lot of PS4, because it's my main console of choice. And I still love PC, but I'm still limited to a laptop, because I don't have the space nor the money to really dump on a computer, nor do I know how to really make my own, nor do I know how to upgrade it without destroying computers. I have bad history. So unless I either get someone to do it for me or learn how to do it on my own, I don't plan on going crazy on a PC as of right now. I do want a freaking crazy high-end PC, but what am I going to play on it? Anything that's crazy extensive. Like, I'm hearing a lot of things about the new Cyberpunk, but, like, I have no interest in playing that anytime soon, if at all. Like, the game looks really good, but, like, I'm not gonna go out and buy a high-end PC just to play it, just because my current gen console can't play it very well, or so I've heard. Or if, you know, whatever. If I do get it, I'll get it on PS5. Like, I know my current PC is not gonna be able to handle it at full capabilities anyway. Yes, this is console. I own this on PC as well, but I have the console. Just because it's easier for me that way. It's easier for me that way. Besides, I plan on platinuming this and eventually, so my main character's on this. I have yet to actually start Dark Souls 3 on PC. I own all of them though on PC. I'm a gamer through and through. Console of choice is not really a factor for me. I play whatever I can. Yeah, console gang representative. Ow. I will always stick to console no matter what, just because that's what I grew up on. What is going on here? That's because I'm talking. But I'm a gamer through and through, so I will always play any game on any console or choice, PC or otherwise. It's just easier for me in the long run to really stream off of my Elgato on console than it is sometimes on my PC. Laptop. Same thing. Because sometimes I have a lot of issues with PC gaming, such as whether the game can run in Windows mode or if the freaking thing will even run. Like, sometimes I have issues with games, frame rates and shit. I had an issue with Dead Rising 3 lagging to hell, even though I played it and completely beat it. But I've had issues with it running smooth to an extent. But that's it. I also tried playing Monster Hunter World on PC with somebody and I couldn't even get the game to run. Like, it wouldn't even load. The guy ended up refunding it because he tried buying it on PC and it didn't even work. It wouldn't even install. Met this guy off Dauntless and it wouldn't even run. Left 4 Dead are making a new game called Back 4 Blood. No. Huh. I thought I thought they were focusing on Steam. I didn't know they were making games of their own still. Speaking of that, I have to get back to Half-Life. I have to continue Half-Life 2. Or I have to start Half-Life 2, thinking about it. Been putting that off, to be fair. I'm taking a break from this stuff. I need to do some of my own now. Oh, well, interesting. Well, let's just hope that turns out all right, I guess. The last guy that ended up getting fired or leaving their own company made a shitty-ass game trying to make Mega Man. And look, we all know how that turned out. Same with Kojima. Like, a lot of these people got fired for their main company, ended up trying to make games capitalizing on their popularity, and look how that turned out. Mighty Number 9 was a flop, and so was, what's that game made by Inafune? Ow! Both were goddamn tier awful. I did not play the game that stars, Mr. Everybody Loves Him from The Walking Dead, but I've seen playthroughs of it, and good lord, not my cup of tea. But Valve said no. Of course, they don't count the 3. They don't count the 3. Of course they don't. I don't know many Valve games that ever went up to a third iteration. I'm surprised the Left 4 Dead 3 hasn't happened. Only because of how popular Left 4 Dead is. It still is alive. In the modding community, anyway. People still make modded levels, and they are fantastic. I've played one of them, and it was fantastic. I even have Zoe dressed up as Jill from Resident Evil. I gotta say, that's a hell of a mod. I mean, they allow people to do this. It's not like they're just making mods for the hell of it. They're Valve and Steam literally allowing the community to do this. Which is nice. I don't know of many companies that are not allowing other people to make mods for their games. I know people are doing that for Dark Souls, and I don't think they care, but it's just like, oh yeah, let's add new textures, add changes, and add like better frame rate consistencies and other things. But like, they're allowing them to make maps, and that's cool. It is what it is, though. I don't know how long I've been farming for, but... Get fucked, dog. Hey, bigger dog. Come here. You got an arrow in your ass. Get fucked. Axe bro. Or Hellbird bro. Hellbird bro, sorry. Wrong. Ow! He doesn't like being... He identifies as a Hellbird bro? Here's Axe bro. Can I ask you a question, sir? Well, that was rude. Rude! I just wanted to talk. That dog is stuck through that wall. Huh. Another thing I didn't want to play Dark Souls 2 for was just its combat and gameplay isn't terrible. Another reason, even though I'm back in the beginning, another one reason why Dark Souls 3 is my favorite of the Souls games. Its combat is so much more fluent. I know it's a bit janky in places, and DLC besides the Ring City is the greatest. Even the areas in the Ring City DLC are kind of meh. The only good boss in the first DLC is Freed. At least the Ring City DLC has some pretty fantastic boss fights. Midir being a fine dragon fight. An actually tough dragon. And not... It's kind of gimmicky, but also at the same time, it's more of a straightforward fight on top of it. At least they didn't straight up give you a total fucking gimmick-ass fight. I'm glad for that. Seath was very gimmicky. I know Calamite wasn't gimmicky at all, but he... Aside from the issues he gave me, he's still easy. Midir did not give me nowhere near as much issues, but I only fought him once. And I loved every fight himself. Still though, Sister Breed, hands down, the hardest Dark Souls 3 boss for me. Putting Gale to shame in terms of difficulty, and Gale was probably my favorite boss fight. Alright, what was that? You guarded somehow from the side, I think. So I saw that 10 damage, but I still didn't register in my brain. It didn't register in my brain ball. Okay, frames. Get away from that wall, it doesn't suit me. A little more, and I could probably go back and upgrade it. Oh, frames, please. Nope. Oh, whatever. Shit. I accidentally hit the button too fast. That's fine. Run, 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 run into more open area. Hi! Hi. Meow. 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 Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you for the Estus, too. You are so kind. I do like that enemies give you Estus sometimes. But I did like it better in the first one where you get Estus from bonfires. When people sit at a bonfire, you get an extra Estus. I did like that mechanic. It's just kind of weird. You kill an enemy and you get an Estus out of it sometimes. It's just kind of weird to me, but I like it. I kind of wonder what happened to Elden Ring. Like, it kind of just... Bleh. Did they, like, not succeed with Sekiro enough to where it's like, alright, I don't think this is worth it? Sekiro did well, I think. I would assume. It did well for me, but it did not get any DLC. They're probably banking on Demon Souls Remake's popularity and hype to whatever pulls to them into the next game they want to make, but it's a shame. Like, Elden Ring kind of just died off the map. To be fair, I should go back to FromSoft's earlier roots. Not so much Armored Core, but with King's Field. It's janky by today's standards, but it's an old PS1 game, but I think I would like it. Yeah, I am curious to what they'll make next. I would like a Sekiro DLC or a Sekiro sequel. Shadows Die Forth. It would be nice, but I don't think that's happening. I think that was just a one-off, and they were just kind of like testing a system that they may want to do in the future, but it would be nice to see it. I don't really see what they could have done with DLC for that game. That game felt like a complete package in its own. It felt like its story was self-contained. And it told what it wanted to do. Unlike Dark Souls, where it's like, hey, you want to know the lore? Read item descriptions and fight and talk to NPCs. Sekiro kind of like did the same thing, but its story was a bit more open. It also was kind of linear. It wasn't a big, expansive world either. It had exploration, but it wasn't like Dark Souls. To be fair, though, Dark Souls world exploration has gotten smaller and smaller with each iteration, though. While Dark Souls 3 is a bunch more expansive than Demon Souls and Bloodborne, Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3 is definitely a considerably smaller. Well, I think it has, yeah. Dark Souls 1 kind of interlinked with... The first game interlinked and wrapped around itself on many occasions. While Dark Souls 2 has some interconnectiveness and it links back to the hub in a lot of cases, but it still is not as expansive as the first one. Dark Souls 3 has you warping in and out to the hub to level up every time, and you literally cannot walk from here. Once I'm in the hub, I have to warp out in order to get somewhere. Dark Souls 2 and 1 and 2, you literally can walk to and from the hub to multiple points in the game, in several points, which branch off to other points throughout the game. Demon Souls and Bloodborne is literally a callback to Demon Souls when it comes to everything being locked off from lamps, while Bloodborne is a bit more expansive than Demon Souls, where it's like here in Demon Souls you have key areas that you warp to, and they have several area points in that area, in that section that go into a boss and then lead to a final boss, and then that world's done. Unlike Dark Souls, where it's like, okay, here's one area, you go to the next area, you go to the next area, and it's all you walk there. Bloodborne's kind of the same when it comes to that, but it has a more open world aspect to it, but it's still closed in terms of exploration, if that makes sense. It's nowhere near as open world as this. Like in Dark Souls 1, you can literally, after the Asylum, go several key points in the game. Until you get the Lord Vessel, you're really locked off from fighting the major key bosses of the game, but you can literally go from one point to another without having to know if that's the right spot or not. In the other games, yeah, you can do that, but you're still... It's obvious where you should go, is my point. Like, in this game, you literally have to go to the High Wall of Lothric first, and then you go to this other point in the game, and then the game starts to slowly open up from there. But at this point in time, I can't really just go to this area, that area, this area. Like in Dark Souls 1, you can go to the catacombs and fight skeletons and quit for a year. Or you can go up to the Undead Burg and then fight the Taurus demon, and then eventually encounter the Drake. Or you can go to New Londo Ruins and fight goats that you can't hit. In Dark Souls 2, you go to the hub and you can go to the Land of the Giants, or you can go to another area where it's all about, like, the Hide Flame area, or, you know, stuff like that. They have a few things you can do, but in this and Bloodborne, you're kind of like... It's kind of like you know where you're supposed to be. Same with Demon Souls. Demon Souls, you can't even go into multiple different areas because you choose one area and that's it until you beat the main boss of that area. And even the first main area in the game, which you're supposed to go to first, is locked because you need to beat your first major boss before you can even progress the rest of that level. So it's like, you can do it in any order, yeah, but it's like each area's closed off. You don't just walk anywhere, which is a big issue I have with Demon Souls. But it's still a great game. Still, its atmosphere is by far one of my favorites.
Pretty, I don't.
Pretty, be careful. Yes, Andre. Aw, yeah. Damn.
Ashen 1.
Well, I can't buy anything off you until I give you some ashes. So I can't necessarily buy anything.
Wilkes. Very well, then taken. Ashen Madenchi. Forgive me, may the farewell, I may the flame.
Yup. Alright, I guess it's time to fight Vort of the Boreal Valley. Fucking boss hype. I did what I wanted to do. We got my ring for more soul consumption, and we got my weapon. And it's stronger than my axe. Papa! Slower, but I am a heavy sword guy. Oh, I'm fat. Oh, hello. I am fat rolling. I'll just roll in the nude. Sort of. You're alive. Come to me. I can't even ask you a question. You can ask me if you want. Well, thank you. I'll take a ton more of those, okay, thanks. Work has been busy and exhausting, but it's been good. I got paid today, so I'm happy. My overtime is starting to show results, which is nice. At 16 an hour is also very nice. Oh, fuck you, asshole face. Oh, triple kill! Hey! Plot. Oh, that was too early. My depth perception was awful. I was expecting me to have much more rough. I was expecting to be much closer to him. Oh, thank you. Well, no, I've taken enough arrows to the face. Okay, thank you. I guess it's still not really worth it, is it? I'm still killing them in the same amount of hits. Just doing slightly more damage. Huh. How much more damage, though, per se? Quite a bit. I mean, when scaling and damage output's slightly better. I mean, it's the same scaling and all. So it's not like it's that much of an improvement, but it's still better damage, slightly. Just still not enough to where it's killing it, like, oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. Your shit sells for a lot. Go! Oh, I could have finished them all. I'm not letting that happen. Thank you. let's go get the banner from Emma. And then kill her so we can fight the Boreal Valley Dancer. Yeah, okay.
Are you there to pay?
Not yet. See, I mean, right here. This is a later game area, right above here. I can easily kill her and fight a boss. That is something that you unlock immediately after fighting yourself. What was it? 3 of the main bosses. You immediately come back here and then you get a boss fight, and then you're allowed to go to Lothric's castle, which is towards the last main boss of the game before fighting the true final boss. Or you can kill her right then and there, fight the thing, and then be able to ascend into the castle immediately, early on. That's exploration. That's open worldness. Or we can go the route that the game expects you to go, which is fight Vort, the Boreal Valley, and then go to the Undead Settlement. Woo! The Valley Dancer. Really played this game fully. A bit rusty still, even though I've been pulverizing it. Rusty. Ow! My rolls aren't working. Come on now. A bit rusty. This guy should not have hit me there twice. That's alright. What the fuck? Roll! Well, I'm frostbitten, so that's good. That slows everything down. What's wrong with you? That's so much easy damage for no reason. Oh, you're gonna do that. That was bad. Very bad. But it worked out. I dodged one of his tougher attacks, which is his charge back and forth. I usually have issues with that, but... dodged it, and then he led into a breath, which sealed his fate. And then we get to see some weird camera pan. Woo! Whoa. Woo! Whoa. That still makes me like, ugh. The one thing about Souls games that I love is that mostly every area you see in the background you go to. Like, all those areas you can see in the background there you go to, which is nice.
Master, I'm in every game. I've come to serve you and kill you.
Literally, these fucks carry you in multiple parts in every game, but also are enemies. I don't think they're enemies in this, though. I don't recall these things. I know they're in Dark Souls 1. Nor do I know if they're in Dark Souls 2, I don't remember. But I know they're in Demon Souls. All that look different. Still the same effect, though. They carry you out of the freaking false idol room and then are later enemies. They carry you from Sen's Fortress to an Orlando and then also fight you. Why? What do you serve? just don't get their lore significance. To be fair, of all the lore videos I've watched online, not once do I recall ever having them mentioned. In terms of, like, why do they do what they do? Oh, right, tree boss. Yes, I get to smack some nutsacks. Until that giant hand pops out. This has gotta hurt. I'm running on fucking stone with my bare feet. Oh, that's a good boy.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Ow! You bad?
Oh god. Oh god, I'm getting my head shooting. You're just like my dog. Fuck off. Fucking swear to god, I can't even pet him without getting bit. Even though he's play biting, it's just rude. It's rude. Thank you for the Estus. I don't really need Vagina Man. Nor do I need that. But I'll get him nonetheless. I don't need any of these NPCs because if I plan on doing any stuff that I haven't done NPC-wise, which I think I've done most of,